Alrighty, boys, welcome back. Listen, they came back with a patch. Holy moly! Small minor patch. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of changes. As you can see, we're gonna go over it real quick. But this is patch 1.3.4. And yeah, I've been grinding that war sales, man. It's coming out. When I'm recording this video on the 24th, it's coming out in 2 days, bro. If you want to get all the information you need, go check out the channel, homie. Mad videos, bro. You know what I mean? And the closer we're getting to it, the more I'm dropping every day, bro. Every day it's been a little bit more if you haven't noticed. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here, dog. Out here, dog. You know what I mean? But listen, let's get to the patch. What's changed? What's going on? And go from there. Also, a question a lot of y'all been asking is there going to be any more patches after war sales? My answer is yes. The devs, what they said before in the past was they will let us know in like a official blog post when they decide to end future you know what I mean, patches for the game. You know what I mean? When they're solidified and finally done with the game and moving on to whatever the next project is, they will let us know in a blog post. But the thing is, here's the thing. If War Sales does good, there's like literally, it would not make sense for them not to make another DLC if this DLC does good. You know what I mean? If this DLC just knocks it out the water, there's literally no reason for them to be like, all right, time to end the project and go work on a whole new game, instead of literally saying, hey, let's make another DLC. Duh, you know what I'm saying? But nah, they will let us know. That's what they pretty much what they said. But I've heard nothing in terms of like any like, oh, it's time to close up shop after this, or this is going to be our last anticipated big thing to the game. I haven't heard anything like that from any places, you know, that I'm included in. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't worry about that. Okay. Now let's get to the changes. So first, you have battles and sieges for single player. You have a multiplayer section. We don't even have a multiplayer section, so it doesn't matter. It's all single player. They added post-knockout troop takeover. What the hell does that even mean? It allows you to take direct control of another troop after getting knocked out in battle and siege missions. What? That's a game changer, dude. I can now... That's so fucking sick, dude. Now, listen. If what's the name? What's the name of that game? The Lord of the Rings game, where it's like they like when the orc takes you out, they like get promoted. They pretty much copyrighted or whatever, like they did, or patented that like system. Imagine if we had a system like that in Bannerlord. Like you take over a troop once the other guy falls, and if he does really good, he gets promoted. Like that would be sick. Well, like he technically does get promoted in tiers, but like you get what I'm trying to say. You can take control of any free agent, excluding companions, with at least 25 health who is not using a machine. I'm guessing a machine is like if he's part of like the ram structure, part of like he's already on the ballista or something like that, you can't take those. But if they have at least 25 health and they're a troop, can't be a companion, just a troop. I think this is great. This is holy shit. Okay, this went from a small little patch to like literally game changing. This feature by itself is game changing. Literally. Because usually once you fall, you just fast forward to the end of it. Or you might look from the distance to see how the battle looks, but most of the time, 90% of the time, you just fast forward and to see what the results are, right? This will keep you engaged and keep the siege going and keep you kind of like really in there, and it kind of gives you a reason to kind of rush in with your hero instead of actually just always staying back. This is great. This is great. Actually. Wow. Did not see this coming. Fixed the bug that prevented you from picking up items on the siege wall. Now you can pick them up. Now for UI, they moved the player receive damage option from the campaign options to option gameplay menu. Okay, different spot. Using the randomize button in land custom battles will now yield similar troop count values for both teams. Makes sense. So it's kind of more fair. Whatever, you can still change those. Fixed an issue with party nameplates. Facts. You know what I'm saying? UI. You know what I mean? It'll just look better. Now, economy and trade. So they increased the base price of planks, felt, and tools. Planks are in war sales, if you didn't know. They increased the demand values for oil, linen, felt, and planks. Okay, planks are already kind of, in certain places, really expensive. Decrease the conversion speed, and I'm pretty sure planks are used, if I'm not mistaken, for ship repairs. Don't quote me. Don't quote me. I'm not. You know what I mean? I'm still figuring out the ships and all the inner workings. Then they decrease the conversion speeds of the olive press and wood workshop. A lot of different productions for economy. So this kind of gives me the inclination that check workshops, check caravans. You know what I mean? Stocks might have gone up. Increase the wool production in sheep farm villages. I've seen that from raiding sheep villages. You get a lot, especially as the Nords. They have that bonus. Decrease the base value of leather and wool. Improve the livestock economy. Okay, all this is just like I can't give you like a direct change is going to happen out of every single one of these changes, but all together it looks like they're reformatting the economy, because obviously we're getting in war sales you have the trade convoys, which is the caravans on ship. They carry a lot more. They have a lot more troops. It's more of like it costs 30K and 45K respectively for like the regular and better troop version. So I think all of this is done because there's a lot of changes to the economy with the invention of trade convoys, sea travel. So all of that needs to be put into perspective. The map got bigger. Again, it's a sandbox game. You add a little bit, everything else kind of, it's an interconnected web. The whole game can run without you playing. You know what I mean? So it has to all kind of work. Hides will not only be produced from slaughtering cows. Pig villages have become the highest meat producing villages. Reduce the amount of meat gained from slaughtering sheep. Increase the slaughter speed of butcher artisans in towns. Okay, so workshops again. Going to be a lot of change. We have to check out workshops after this. Improve the formula that determines workshop purchase prices. A workshop selling price is now more heavily influenced by the prosperity of its town. I'm guessing a better prosperity, more sales, obviously, or higher selling price. Adjusted the shared equipment cost value using the workshop selling formula and assign the different values to different workshop types. Okay, so literally economy trade equals a lot of tweaks. Check the workshops and caravans. They all work off each other. Art, they added 2 new Empire main menu videos. I have a video on it already, and there's also a Nord version of it, but I'm guessing the Empire main videos are coming to the game. I'm guessing all these are coming to the game, right? All these are technically like in the base game. It's kind of weird now how like we have a base game and now we have like a DLC, like, you know what I mean? So it's like 2 different versions of the game. But all these changes are coming to the base game and to War Sales, right? Is the best way you can look at it. And obviously War Sales has all the extra additions. But this is what I'm saying, like they're going to keep working on the game after War Sales, because like during this whole thing, like literally look when they posted this yesterday. So on the 23rd, War Sales comes on in 3 days, and they're still like, you know what? Let me give you this feature real quick. Just come on, man. Read between the lines, man. They improved the combat skills of nobles. Only affects new games. All right. Fixed the bug that prevented the crafting sliders from working. Blah, blah, blah. Improved campaign map performance. Good. With the addition of War Sales, there are, obviously, like, you add a lot of shit to a sandbox. There's going to be little, things, dings and dents everywhere. But they've been doing a good job on getting that, you know what I mean, fixed before the launch. So, shouts out. Yeah. What are people saying about it? Mad people saying about it. This was unexpected good news today. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. It's not bad. What is this? What is he asking? Move the player receive damage from the different menus. Someone asked what's the point of this. So players can apply it to custom battles. There you go. The same applies to birth and death modules in accelerated mode. It is intentional distinction from the core game, and they are less supported / balanced. Additionally, given the fast mode touches fundamental time constants, they cannot be toggled within a game without significant refactoring. So it needs to be chosen before the game is initialized in character creation. Currently, we do not have appropriate UI for that. They may change in the future, but we wanted to prove that the content provide the content without delay. There you go, brother. Makes perfect sense to me. like I said before, when fast mode came out, literally, a player deaths in battle and Lord's deaths in battle used to be something that you had to turn on in like the mod version. Like when you press start on the game, then you had to put on, you had to like click on the mod. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let's go over here. Press play. We're not about to get into it, but all right. Right over here, you had to go over here, and as you can see, there's a birth and aging option. This has to be selected for you to then be able to select it in the options menu when you start the game. But if I'm not mistaken, people on consoles can do this as well without this, they don't have this mod menu, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am mistaken. But they don't have this mod menu. This is what people have told me in the past that have played on PlayStation. So if I'm lying, they're lying. I'm the messenger. Relax. But what I'm trying to say is, even though the fast mode is like the same thing now, where it has to be enabled like this before you press play, right? What I'm saying is, in the future updates, they'll probably implement it the same way they implemented the birth and aging options, where, yes, on the PC it's automatically just on for you, right? But then in game, you can change it. But for right now, they don't have, I guess, like, the way they coded it, the way they did, like, all the, how they made the game, it's not feasible right now. But it's still an option that you can do, but you got to go through some little steps. I got a tutorial on my channel, brother. It'll be all right. I hold your hand through it. You know what I'm saying? The kill button in the upper right corner of the screen no longer shows the names of the troops. You likely have to enable this in gameplay. Facts. What do we got? I got any more answers from the developers? Oh, another little change they added. Hey everyone, we just updated the branch with a minor fix for the war sales image in the main menu. No other changes will require a download. There you go. New image alert. This is the one I'm talking about right over here. And this is the guy who made it. Shout out to him, if I'm not mistaken. I checked out his video. I think he's the one who made it. The way he was talking about it in the comments. Shout out to you if you did make it. You know what I mean? Cool. I like the introduction of like the moving intro or like starter screens for sure. All right, that'll do it for me. Patch 1.3.4. Back to war sales. Back to raiding. You know what time it is, baby.